I was muted then. Yeah, welcome to another episode of Vintage Story. Today we'll continue mining, continue working on like the hillside over there, and hopefully next stream we can start on like the second story of the castle, as well as other stuff. But yeah. So did a bit of cooking just before stream, as well as I got rid of some of the pigs that were not necessary. So now I just have a bunch of saws that are generation 2. Yeah, no, these eggs are just not hatching. I guess they're just disturbed too often. But yeah, I made a bunch of pickaxes in preparation for it, so we should be good. And of course the food. I should probably bring the elk as well. But yeah, I'm a bit tired today, so I just want to do something that's a bit more on the chill side. Now we might even be able to finish the hill like today, if we don't get distracted by something else. So we have a bunch of pies. Did I yeah, okay, remove that one. Yeah, definitely need most of this pie. We have a bunch of cabbage pies that will last us for many days. But at least they'll stay fresh for a while, since it's winter. Alright, I was also milling some stuff upstairs. Should be done by now. Other than that, between the episodes I did a bunch of work on the Discord, like on the town Discord. So it should be a lot more presentable now. But yeah, we'll do some work. Probably won't be that long of a stream either. Problem is that Wednesday stream is probably gonna be much longer. Not quite tired of playing this game yet. So I don't have to worry about that. At this point we have enough stone to where we can just turn it into walls. Any we get. Some drifters. It's 8 o'clock, so they should go away pretty soon. Yeah, this is what we're working on. Guess I can take a picture of it. Okay, so I will just keep digging here. I also have some pies down there. I should probably really set up media share for stuff like this. It would make it much more enjoyable. Much more enjoyable to watch. As you can probably see, we're also digging further down than usual because some of the town hall is gonna be underground. Like it's basically gonna be like on a raised platform, and yeah. So it might have like a small plaza in front as well. We'll see. It's that cold that it will last for 16 days, even out here. Yeah, the winter's coming towards the end. It's already February. Actually, it's the end of February, so another like half a month. And we won't have snow anymore. But we have to wait until then. Damn, got hit by a pie. This is basically gonna be the whole stream. So if you skip this one, you won't be missing much. But yes, Snail has been doing quite some recruiting lately. So we're getting many new members, which is good. I don't really mind recruiting, but took too much of my time. I also need streaming and video editing to do, so it's good it was delegated to a mayor. I also think he does enjoy it. I think he would have volunteered otherwise. Or I guess ran for mayor. Ah, hey Gift. How's it going? I just started stream here. Today it will be relatively boring one. I'm just gonna do a lot of mining. Need to basically remove this whole hillside over here, so we can build our town hall. Like probably all the way out here. I find it pretty cool. I think it's a good design. I think going for stone is a good idea for it. I have Sino helping out a bit. I don't know if he knows what he's doing, but oh, nice. Finally getting your windmill up. Yeah, I also need to rework mine. It has served me okay-ishly well for now. Yeah, no, he's not exactly helping. Yeah, no, for some reason it's very hard for new players to understand how getting stone works. So they kinda do more damage than good, in all honesty. Yeah, I mean, once you figure it out it's very easy, but until then it's a real struggle. But yeah, you know, you can make mortar with just peat. You don't need to waste coal. So just find like a peat deposit and you should be good. Yeah, there is a way to cheese it, but I think you're playing without the exploits. I seen the wrong one. Yeah, then you probably shouldn't do it, but basically what you do is you pick up the stack as soon as it gets hot, like where it starts melting at that temperature, and then you deposit them one at a time. and basically they'll smelt without losing or without resetting the temperature. So that's how you can cheese it. But it's not exactly honorable, so I don't do it. Yeah, I saw this exploit, I think it was on like a short somewhere. I'm not the guy that figured it out. I'm not that smart. Yes, it didn't really do any damage, so it's fine. Yeah, most of this hill is gone. Basically it's just like this area here. But because we are digging a ditch, we also need to remove all of this water. So yeah, we have quite a bit of work ahead of us. Alternatively, we could go and mine that exit shaft. Like on the teleporter. Should probably just go to the top. So if you missed like the last couple of episodes, I basically started working on that northern teleporter network, and I'm doing it with another person who's basically completely disconnected from the rest of the server, like lives super far away. But he's a clockmaker, so he gets like a discount when repairing teleporters. So he's basically the perfect guy to help me with that project. But yeah, he's a bit busy, so far I haven't gotten him to open the last line of that teleporters I found. But he is in the Discord, so it's probably only a matter of time. No, you can put half blocks on the water. You can put like slabs on the top, like I have on my greenhouse. And here I can show you. This is how I have it designed. I need to go check on the crops anyway, so. Basically you have it like this, and you can't fall in, you can walk across, but much more importantly, you can even use a watering can to gather water from here, despite it being a half block. So it's just all around better. If 4 barrels are not gonna give you a lot. To make terra preta you need a lot of compost, like an absurd amount. So it might get you started, but I think it's gonna give you like 15 blocks or like 16 blocks, something like that. So it is something, but not a lot. Make sure I don't fall down here. I don't think I would die, but to take a bit of damage. Because that's one issue of mining from the bottom up. Can get stuck here. we go. Well, yeah, I guess that's a way of looking at it. It's definitely a start. Honestly, bro, shouldn't have been on stream today. I'm really tired. But oh well. Don't want to kill me, so... So I'll just talk to you and mine, basically. Takes the least amount of effort. I don't want to do any caving today, that's for sure. Probably just die. Like, fall asleep and then some shiver comes. Yeah, that's appreciated. Otherwise I would basically be sitting here in silence for like 2.5 hours. I guess except someone else joined, but they rarely do. We're working well in other projects besides making your greenhouse better. Or your farm. As well as the workshop. That's a good idea. I don't really do much organized crop rotation. I mostly just put down whatever I feel like works. It does mean I have to check the farm more. Like check around to see where the right nutrients are. So I guess doing proper crop rotation might be necessary next season. Like next spring. So I might just leave my soil to rest. And I have enough food. I wonder if Sanu needs more. Probably does. I'm just gonna give him a bunch of stone. And besides turning it into fence, I don't really have much use for it. Or I guess roads. Yeah, no, high fertility soil is rare, like super rare. I only ever found it once, and I think it was over here somewhere. I already mined it. Ah, over here. I still have it marked for some reason. And it was only like half a stack of it, so I got unlucky. I think some other guy on the server found like a full stack or even more. But yeah, now that I don't have any more, I also need to use the bad crafting recipe. So I don't get as much. I mean, yeah, at least I found some. And it basically gave me like a quarter of my farm. So now we're almost halfway done with turning it all into terra preta. I think the main choke point is probably charcoal, so I could go and grind some of that. I think I have quite a bit of fertilizer saved up. How did you start on the story, or are you still working on... you haven't even made the windmill yet. So yeah, you probably... if you need any help with the windmill, you can like ask me on Discord if I'm available. Yeah, with the windmill, the higher up you are, the better the wind will be. So definitely make like a tall tower. I mean, maybe not as tall as mine, but something like Snail's tower over there. What's that, like 40 blocks tall, something like that. And you don't need to build a tower, you can kind of build the windmills before building it. Unless you want to. Yeah, once you get it, it will be much easier to make like pickaxes and stuff like that, so resource collection will definitely get easier. Yeah, so to start the story you have to find the treasure hunter merchant. Ah, okay. So you're still growing flax. Also, if you're low on flax and wanna get more, you can also go talk to a clothier merchant. They almost always sell some like linen. But yeah, around 40 blocks is what I would recommend for your starting windmill. Later on you can make it as tall as you want, even up to world height. 150. That depends. Can you even have it that high? Did you change the height settings? Because I think the max height is like 240 and you start at like 112. Oh, you mean like 150? I see. Okay. I thought you meant to make it 150 tall. That would have been quite a lot higher. And then 50 blocks. It's a project for later, I guess. Everyone eventually builds a sky-high windmill. It's just the natural evolution of things. But yeah, I think after we mine like this whole hill, will probably be a good way to get in the whole of the castle. I mean, yeah, I understand. I didn't think you were making a simple pillar. This is not from the screenshots you sent. Damn, why is that one fresh for 36 days? It does feel like the creators loved cabbage. It's the best food in the game for some reason. So if you found some cabbage seeds, definitely plant them. Can't get anything better. I think you can also buy them from the merchant. He sells them for like 6 gear per like cabbage seed. But you only really need like 1 or 2 to start the farm. So I think it's worthwhile if you get it. And he sells it pretty often. I think there's like a 60% chance he'll have it every time. I haven't really looked that much into how the restocking works on the merchants. Like what are the chances of getting random stuff? Guess you can also go check the clothier merchant if there's any like warmer clothing. Though the winter is kinda over, so. Guess I don't really need it that much until next winter. But I definitely wanna get it by then. I think the best like clothing is the prince fur. So it might be like a specific story location item. Not sure. And I guess the Minster cloak is pretty okay. Nice. Yeah, bees are a game changer as well. I don't know if they're more important than windmills, but they're kinda close. Because they allow you to get so much stuff done. Oh, did you have any luck finding stuff for steel? Like bauxite. I mean, yeah, lanterns are the main thing. But it also allows you to like silk rocks more easily. And I guess later on it also allows you to make sturdy leather. But I think you need steel for that. Because I think chromite is level 5. It's medium temporal activity. So I'm gonna be constantly attacked by drifters. I mean, all of it is fine. If you find bauxite, then you're basically ready to go into steel. Does really feel like medium temporal activity can be more annoying than like high. I think that was a bug. They said they fixed it, but it doesn't feel fixed. Still getting swamped. Yeah, another annoying part is collecting rock in snow. This makes it all around more annoying. So I guess leaving like a layer of dirt on top might be wise, so that snow doesn't gather as much. I mean, the other use for olivine is green glass if you want to make like a better looking greenhouse. That's another use. That's another thing we have to get. We need a bunch of colored glass to make like basically I'm like starting to design like a coat of arms for our town, like in a flag. For steel, the main one is bauxite. Basically we need a ton of bauxite, a ton of fire clay. What else? Quartz. And you also need to make iron pulverizer, like with iron caps. So those are the main things. Well, I'm gonna chisel it out, so expect the extreme eventually. Yes, you can do nothing without bauxite. Basically olivine allows you to make like tier 2 bricks, but you need bauxite for tier 1s. But tier 2 bricks are like I guess what, 5 times better than the regular ones. No, they're about 2 times better, I guess. It's tier 1s have like 10% chance to break each time you smelt, while tier 2 have only like a 5% chance. You need to make a cementation furnace. It's basically like a large structure, but you should probably get to like middle Iron Age. So when you get your windmill up and stuff like that, so when you're processing a bunch of iron, because you'll need a lot. But by that I mean like a lot. Because you need, I think 6 iron plates to make a door, right? Yeah, the windowed iron door. Yeah, basically 6 plates. Bauxite, it can be, you can't prospect it. It's not ore, it's rock. Basically it's like orange rock. It looks like this. It's like this stone. Oh, did you find it already? Because if you did, you're quite lucky. I think on my my original world I couldn't find it anywhere. And granted, I was playing on essentially a water world. And yeah, once you find it, it's usually a lot of it around. So I'm mostly just waiting on the pulverizer and the iron ore. But is the snow melting? My god, it might be finally becoming spring again. I have long awaited this moment. I guess this one will break the most. Now, so far we got 4 stacks and we mined for 30 minutes. So at this rate it's gonna take what? About 10 hours of mining to get enough for the castle. Unless well, I mean, I do have like a job out for people to mine stone for me. So I suppose if some people are interested, then it might go a lot faster. But I guess not many people wanna be spending their days mining at rock. Let's say 2 days ago I had something pretty funny happen on stream. I was basically getting spammed by like bots trying to sell me stuff, and 2 of the bots started fighting each other. Quite hilarious. Like accusing each other that they were bots. So yeah, had a bot war. And then basically after this they sent me like stuff on Discord, which is essentially just like them showing off what they can do supposedly. Like what basically they're trying to like sell drawing services to you, like making your artworks for you and stuff like that. And it's obviously fake. They're basically just paid some artists to make some artworks for them, and then they keep spamming it on every single like every single bot spams the same artworks. And when I basically told him about his other account that was spamming me the same exact artworks, he got real quiet real fast. Basically instantly blocked me. So yeah, if you're ever streaming on Twitch, you'll probably get those guys pretty soon. I did wish that they would go away after I changed my profile picture. But no, I guess they're very persistent. Honestly, I don't know what their end goal is for the scam. It might be something like just trying to get you into the server so that it looks more full, and then they can like actually get some people, like more gullible people, to buy it there. And it's probably something like that. They'll probably have to look into it for quite a while to figure it out fully. Oh, Snail is here. And also Shiver. So Snail is the first mayor of the town. He came into office yesterday. And I mean, he has been quite active since quite a while ago. And I guess enough people voted for him. I mean, this is the first time we have a mayor, and as far as I'm aware, we're probably gonna have mayors until they leave the server. So basically until they quit. Or until they decide they don't wanna be mayors anymore. But basically every time we have like too many people, we're gonna recruit another mayor. But it is like a fully paid job. So for now, I'm basically paying him to provide service of recruiting and managing town. But yeah, the system is brand new, so we'll see how it works out. I mean, I know that basically the other town that has been here for like 4 months, I think they basically have like 6 mayors or something like that. And they have like 40 active people. But I think they also make it so that once you're mayor, you can basically stay mayor until you quit. But yeah, we basically held like a poll on Discord to elect him. And we'll probably do the same for any mayor we get. I mean, even you could be mayor one day if you want. But yeah, generally, we only allow people to go for mayor that have been here for a while. Like if you're brand new to town, you probably won't. Okay. Well, that's the other kind of bot, one that I like even less. It's basically just it's a view seller. Basically trying to get you to buy a bunch of bots that would talk in your chat and convince people you actually have viewers instead of basically waiting for people to join you. I know a lot of streamers use them, even though they're against Twitch rules, so I'm gonna go and ban him now. There we go. And oh wow, this one was made today. Yeah, no, not a clown. And we're making pretty good progress so far. He has been burned, don't worry. This chat is human only, no bots allowed. But yeah, basically been putting off this job for a while now. Like, I've been doing it a bit off camera, but I don't know. I don't think it makes for the best stream content. I guess if you enjoy it, then you're more than welcome to stay. Well, as I said, the primary goal is recruitment. Basically, when a new guy comes and he's like, oh yeah, I wanna join this town, he basically tells him like where he can build, what the rules are, how to join the Discord, you know, all that stuff, as well as invites him to like our group here. Other than that, they also handle like land disputes, if there are any. So far we haven't had any land disputes, but we'll probably will in the future. And just in general, they like they have the authority on like a bunch of town stuff. And I guess they can also technically initiate a vote to kick someone from the town if they're problematic. So those are the main like responsibilities of mayor. So yeah, they have to do quite a bit, but they get paid 10 gears every single week, like IRL week. So they're not doing it completely for free. Nah, we probably won't ever have like a general tax. We might have like a tax on selling outside the town. So basically a sales tax. Because that one's a bit easier to enforce. Like, I mean, even governments basically have to have giant initiatives to handle taxes on like on property and so forth. So yeah, no. This is still gonna be a socialist utopia, I guess. Until it becomes a capitalist dystopia, I guess. But so far we're too poor for that, so we don't have to worry. But yeah, hopefully later on the whole system can finance itself. I'm gonna have to go grab another pickaxe. It's almost out. I had a lantern for the whole day and just realized when it's about to turn night. So we basically have like most of the active members online right now. That's nice. I think I might still be the only blackguard in town. I don't think it's a very popular class. Probably because it has an extra hunger rate. It's probably the main reason. What do you mean by that? Like, what fuel you use for steel? Or like what material you basically always need for it? Is that what you're asking? So for steel, I think you need about 42 or 48 charcoal, charcoal or coal coke. Or you also need 16 iron ingots, and then you will need about 3 stacks of coal. You can use something like brown coal, which is basically useless otherwise. So yeah, that's all you need for steel. And of course you need more bricks to replace the ones that get destroyed. Yeah, basically the way that steel is made is that you basically infuse iron with carbon. So you need some pure source of carbon, which in this case is charcoal. Meanwhile, coals are not pure enough. But yeah, that's the gist of it. You just mix charcoal and steel and iron and just heat it up until it bonds together. It makes like a compound that is steel. And that's how you make it in IRL too. But it's probably a bit more complicated. And then I think IRL they also add a bunch of stuff to it to make it better. Like to make it stainless and sharper. You know, all those good things. So hopefully we get some more advanced metallurgy later on. But I think the big problem this game has that it's set in like medieval times, so they can't really progress all that much for it to stay believable. But yeah, that's how you make steel. Yeah, I'm really gonna fall asleep during this stream and not because of what I'm doing. Nice. Now you basically just need to keep like spreading them into more hives at home. But luckily they spread faster from your hives than from wild ones. So you won't have to wait as long. Just give them like 200 flowers or something like that, and they should be more than happy. Guess we can continue just moving along until we get to the other side. We're starting to get to the top. It's funny. Mention just honestly, that sounds something that we would do as kids, like putting snow into someone's mailbox. Probably got up to stuff like that. Almost certainly. It looks like they're having fun enjoying the last snow of the year. Seriously? You came over here just to fight me. But you picked the fight with the wrong man. Ah. Is the very limited range? Yeah. Now he has the high ground. It's not fair. I'm out of snowballs. I need more ammo. Give me more bullets. Oh, got him. Oh, nailed him. Oh, he nailed me. How many snowballs does he have? Oh, I got him right in the face. He got me back. This is getting intense. A duel of a century. Okay, I think I had my fun. I guess snowball fights are quite fun. I mean, as long as you don't put any rocks inside them. But yeah, I should probably get back to work. I should also make sure my stuff doesn't despawn. Oh, okay, thank you. Yeah, basically have to mine out this whole hill. I still really like that they allow you to hit people with snowballs despite PvP being off. It just shows that the devs understand the community real well. So I will probably have a jail. I mean, it's gonna be basically just decoration, but I guess we can one day lock someone inside. If they ask nicely. I mean, yeah, of course we're gonna have a jail. But yeah, we have a lot of plans, but takes time to execute any such thing. I mean, basically everything in this game takes time, and a lot of it, which is something I enjoy. I always felt like Minecraft made it too easy. Although I did make some pretty large builds there too. I think I spent like 300 hours working on one build, which was essentially just like a giant mountain with a fortress on top. It was a lot of terraforming work, but I think out of all of the building types I enjoy terraforming the most. I don't know, there's something very satisfying to it. I think it's because you try to emulate nature as much as possible. So you come up with patterns that don't look like patterns. Not other stuff. And yeah, no, we don't have any crime. We're just gonna pretend that it's a problem. Like any good government. Blame everything on crime. And then when funds go missing, you can say, oh, it was the criminals, they took it. But no, Unless someone really wants to roleplay as a criminal, I don't think there is gonna be any crime on the server. I think in general, Vintage Story is way too chill for that. Well, I guess there was a bit of crime in Back-in, so the other larger town. So I guess it's not impossible for it to happen. Well, in either case we'll be ready. We'll know what to do with criminals. And I guess if one of the moderators wants, they can also use the jail, like the admins. If they wanna store some guy who's causing trouble. So it might find some actual use. Although you basically would have to force set spawn, force him to set spawn. I don't know if there's like a command to do that. But I guess it would be a bit more fun than just banning them. I guess we could also build like a courthouse. It might just be like part of the main building. Also, wait. I guess I can go help him out. So, trying forging for the first time. Can't spell. Yeah, you have to hit it up again. Hey, guess I can also replace this with a path. So that one nice thing about paths is that snow won't gather on top of them, so it won't block your door. There, we keep mining. I do find it funny that I basically went more in on that snow fight than I do on most like temporal storms. Like, but I guess war works like that. And I guess drifters aren't really that much of a threat anymore. Even split jaw and stuff like that. Or whatever those guys are called, like the super high level shivers. They call something like deep split jaw, split shiver or something like that. Because they basically have like a giant hole in their head for their mouth. And they can absolutely mess you up. Like, I think they do like 18 damage. So, if you don't have like a ton of health and you don't wear any armor, you're basically one shot by them. And there goes my ladder. I guess I don't need it anymore. Now it's snowing again. Guess it's gotten cold enough again. I do like that seasons aren't like a switch between like winter and summer, or winter and spring. It's more gradual. Like it slowly turns into spring, with like snow disappearing and stuff like that. I guess my inventory is full again. Is the alk full too? Wait, no, I guess it was just lagging. Yeah, no, you have to place the same stuff. So yeah, that's the main downside of making like stuff that's basically unfinished, is that you'll have to reheat it separately, so you waste a bunch of coal. Ah, that's great. I guess by then, I think it's like 2 days for a month, so when I stream this game next, it's probably gonna be like late spring. I mean, I'll see. I might I don't know how exactly I'm gonna schedule it, but I guess I might stream this game like in Tuesday probably. I don't think I'll stream it tomorrow. I'll do some Mindustry. About what? Like the finding the teleporters? Or are you confused about me saying Mindustry? It's basically just another game I play on here. Basically doing a challenge run right now. Might do another one in the future. Oh no, it's just that you can't reheat 2 items on the same forge. Like, you know, when you're smelting stuff. You know what I mean? What do you mean by that? I don't think I mentioned crops or anything. Oh no, I don't think it does. I don't think crops are affected by anything besides like how much water there is and how many nutrients. I think those are the only two things they care about. Like I could be wrong, but I might have to go look it up later. Like I know a lot about this game, but not everything. I still have much to learn. But yeah, I'll probably end stream in like 20 minutes or so. So I guess it was a bit ambitious thinking I don't mind this whole hill. It's a pretty large hill. I'm mining it solo. If I had some help, I probably could have done it. I also last update I think they changed how much damage snow does to you. Because I think before that it basically did like half a bar of health even despite all my armor. Which I don't think is all that realistic, especially if it's not falling from far away. So now it just kinda pushes you around a bit, which is much preferable. Yeah, also I'm basically learning C#, which is the language this game is programmed in. So maybe one day I'll make a mod about it. Probably something to rework the armor system. Because I don't like how the debuffs work right now. And I think the only mod basically just removes them totally, which also is not that great. So I'm gonna make my own take on it. I think the main like argument people use against the armor debuffs is that during medieval times knights could basically run at full speed in heavy armor. So why can't we do it? Well, I guess we're not really professional knights, so that might be the answer, but I mean, come on. Blackguard is basically like a Temu knight, like a cheap knockoff of a knight. So basically what the mod would do, it would add armor proficiencies for every single armor in the game, and as you wore it and took damage and fought inside the armor, you would get better at using it, and so it would reduce the debuffs. I think the combat overhaul mod does change some stuff, but I think it just removes them entirely, if I remember correctly. I know, I should probably look at how some mods do it. Maybe there's one that already did that. But yeah, I know that combat overhaul does a bunch of stuff. He's having a lot of trouble smithing. And I think I had some trouble when I started out too. Although I did know most of the stuff already from watching Conky play. As well as other people. Fortunately, I basically spoiled like 90% of progression for myself. Otherwise, I might have done a blind run. Maybe one day I'll convince some people to do it and stream it. I think that would be fun to watch. Basically, how hard it is to learn this game without the guidebook. And only like only using like Wikipedia. I think that would be a fun challenge. But getting people that don't know anything about this game to play it like that probably won't happen. Unless they like lose a bet or something. Or maybe if I bribe some friends by buying them the game, they might agree to it. Yeah, I think getting past copper age. I mean, so here's the thing. This game does cassiter, right? Like making tin copper, tin bronze. I think it's the same ratio as IRL. So you could probably Google it and gather. But I think you would kind of get stuck later on, like steel making is definitely almost impossible. Like they would basically have to randomly stumble upon a shift clicking an iron door. I might have to do something like 1 help per session or something like that. So that if they get stuck they can progress. I mean, you can. I said they could use Wikipedia, so you could find that online pretty easily. And I mean, bronze is pretty obvious progression to copper. So I think some of my smarter friends might be able to figure it out. And I guess, I mean, most of my friends are have like university level education, so I guess they all count as smarter. But I mean, in my country it's pretty common to have a university level because it's basically entirely free. Like you don't pay any tuition at all. Yeah, that's another thing I wanna add. A mod that basically creates like advanced tool breaking, so that instead of your tool having a durability, I mean, yeah, it doesn't mean, but still you need to. I mean, there's a lot of different type of smart. Like you could be smart with people, you could be smart with like sound, like basic music smart. And there's also, of course, book smart. And then there's wisdom, which is another thing. So yeah, it's hard to categorize all of that. Many have tried, and well, we have some okay systems. Still don't understand the brain, so can't really say what's like scientifically means to be smart. So the your level of education is kind of the best guess that people have. That's why in general, like it's considered to be smart if you have education. But yeah, of course, you could be just basically studying a lot basically not really applying knowledge to it and just learning all the answers. Yeah, I know there's quite a few people that probably shouldn't have the degrees they have. Yeah, definitely. You would also probably need to have some like survival knowledge. Like if you know Primitive Technologies, that guy. He makes like ancient tech YouTube videos, like how primitive people made stuff. It's really entertaining to watch. So yeah, I mean, school knowledge wouldn't really help you, but oh yeah, you know him. He's basically the only legit YouTuber that does that. Most of the other guys basically cheat for content. So I have a lot of respect for that guy. It also looks a lot like a lot of fun. Basically just going out into the jungle and smelting stuff. But yeah, I did do some research when I play, like because of this game, on how they found like prospecting during medieval ages. And I found that the most common way that people found ores is lightning strikes. Like that was the most common way to get ore. And in a way this game does kinda replicate that. Because when lightning strikes, it can burn down the forest, and then that can uncover some surface deposits. And then in medieval times they would mostly just mine the surface stuff, because they didn't have any way to like circulate the air inside of the mines, and so people would just suffocate if they tried to like go very deep. But yeah, another way they found ore was they basically followed like they basically did some panning near the river, or like in the river, and then they looked at the shape of the nuggets they got, and the rounder they were, the further away you were from a deposit, because as a nugget of ore like rolls down the river, it will become more and more rounded. So if you have like a very sharp-edged nugget, you're probably quite close to a deposit. So they would just follow upstream and looking for more spiky ones, I guess, until they found the mother lode. But yeah, they didn't have many ways to detect ore, so any piece of metal was very precious. And I think that's the one thing this game is kinda missing, is making the ores more precious. So yeah, some sort of tool recycle mod would be really nice. And so far my idea for one was to I mean, I guess so, but I never tried it out. I think I did some panning in like school, just like some for fun, like showcasing it. But I never like did proper stuff. Like I never learned the techniques, so I wouldn't be able to find ore probably. I'd be just as lost as the other guys. Honestly, the most useful stuff would be knowledge about growing food, and I do kind of have that. Like, I mean, if you gave me a soil sample and the correct machinery, I could probably figure out how much organic material is inside it. And can't remember how we test for the other stuff, like phosphorus. but we did do it in university. I mean, yeah, it's basically just like random knowledge I have because I look stuff online. But I guess I have to thank Vintage Story for it. But yeah, it's very important and you never stop learning. So yeah, if you ever find something interesting like that, basically just search online, you'll probably find a bunch of articles around it. And if you want to go more scientific, you can also look at Scinet. I think it's kind of pirating, but everyone does it in science, so who cares? No, wait, was it called Scinet or was it something else? Basically, it's a site that you can get free articles from. Like free scientific articles. Well, they can be sometimes hard to read, but it's definitely the best source of knowledge. I mean, yeah, recently it has gotten really bad, especially with the like streaming services like Netflix. Honestly, I don't remember the last time I paid for something like Netflix. It's just easier to do something I'm not allowed to say on stream. At least I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to talk about it. But yeah, basically everyone does it. Yeah. I mean, I would pay for it if it was like convenient, but that's the big problem. Like, if your site isn't convenient and you're asking for money, of course everyone's gonna go and pirate stuff. Like, Steam understood that, and they're basically the leader in games, so it just shows that Netflix doesn't understand anything about its entire business model. They basically were just the first to make it convenient, and now they're basically screwing the sense over just to make a bit more money. So yeah, as you can tell, I'm not a big fan of those corporations. But I think very few people are. I guess a couple that are like ass kissing them. Yeah. And especially if it's like Warhammer stuff, if you know. Basic or Nintendo. I'm never gonna buy a single Nintendo product ever again. Just not gonna give them any money. Let them starve. Even if they make good games, it's not worth it. Honestly, that's the worst part about Nintendo, is that they actually make good games. If they made shit games, then nobody would care about them. But this way they basically ruin their fans' lives and then get away with it. So it's just sad. And yeah, there's something about like protecting your property, but that they take it to a whole nother level and just not healthy. And yeah, if are you a Warhammer fan or do not know about Warhammer? Oh yeah, Palworld is better. Which is funny. I think that's why they went after them. Not because of the catching mechanic. It was because they made a good game and Nintendo hasn't done that for Pokemon. Oh. So you're an initiate. But you will soon fall to the dark side and become a Warhammer enthusiast. That's how it always happens. But yeah, I know way too much about the lore. You can basically ask me almost anything. But yeah, GW, the parent company that makes Warhammer, is also kinda horrible. If you know, they kinda completely destroy the best series on YouTube ever. And if you don't, definitely go watch that. It's called If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Program. It's just the most funny thing ever. It's basically how I got introduced into the hobby, even though I don't buy the plastic drugs. I don't think I can say the C word. I guess you could maybe say it in that context, but trying to get monetized. Ah, nice. Yeah, I like Imperial Fist. They're not my favorite chapter, but I think they're one of the better ones. Like, I definitely vibe with their ideology of holding strong and stuff like that. And you know, I wasn't talking about joining the dark side as joining the forces of chaos and having a chaos army. I was more just talking about spending all your money on miniatures and other stuff. Yeah, the tower pretty cool, but I don't know. I think they fall into that Mary Soones somewhat, because basically GW wants to keep them alive. I mean, the orcs are the best faction. It's as easy as that. There's no argument there. It's called Warhammer, not Imperial Hammer. So you know who's winning. And it's definitely not the Elder. Ah, I have a new person. Hello. I mean, yeah, true. They're the only ones that know how to have fun. I mean, yeah, nobody likes those guys. Dark Elder are... I mean, if you remove them from the setting, I think that literally not a single faction would object. Might have another... Oh, he's probably from the south. Yeah, I enjoy that people find my like my town nice. It's definitely very rewarding. But I guess I'm not the only one that built it. It's also Snail put a lot of work in, and basically anyone that joined. It's a collaborative effort. But yeah, I think the favorite faction of mine is probably the guard. There's just something about basic humans fighting in like the worst possible situations. Also, have you been reading any books, or are you more of a audio log listener? Or do you just like listen to lore YouTubers? I know a lot of people start off like that. Yeah, there was like a story, basically on like a tabletop. Oh yeah, there was another like really good. Basically, it was like a campaign of. Now I can't remember what it's called exactly, but essentially it was like a small group of guardsmen that were like kind of like a commando team, and they got down to a whole bunch of stuff they probably shouldn't have. Basically, they got tangled up with the Inquisition and became like Inquisition operatives. I mean, I'm gonna end stream in like 10 minutes, so probably even sooner. So yeah, I'll see you maybe tomorrow if you wanna come watch something else than Vintage Story. But otherwise, I'll probably be streaming Vintage Story on probably Tuesday. Or if I don't, I'll probably do it on Wednesday, like almost certainly. But yeah, I guess I'll see you later. Yeah, I guess we can destroy this final rock formation and end it there. I might make a time lapse of this. I'll probably just do the snow fight. That was fun. Or best from below. Yep. Not really. Trying to destroy as little of the stone as possible. It's not always easy. Yes, here. This might keep me awake for a bit longer. I actually have to think, not just mindlessly break stone. But yeah, it's finally becoming spring. Everyone loves when spring comes. You don't really appreciate it IRL, but when you've been starving and freezing for 6 months, for like 5 months, you'll definitely want spring. Yeah, just gonna ask him, because probably won't be online today anymore. If he even notices it. No, I guess probably doesn't need anything that much, otherwise he probably would have asked. Yeah, we're running out of space as well, so I have to go deposit anyway. Okay, somehow I slid off that. So I guess we can go check the progress we made today. That's probably the last thing we should do. Guess it will get a bit easier without the snow, but not much. Granite is always tough to mine. Like it's much slower than most other rock, because granite is really tough. Also lagging a bit, not picking up blocks. But yeah, I think that's probably enough for today. Anything laying around as well, down here, besides my pie? No, I think that's everything. So yeah, basically today we managed to dig out this whole basin area, I guess. And we gathered what, like, how much stone did we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 stacks. And a bit more. So yeah, that's that will take us a good way to having the full castle. I think in total we need another 70 stacks or so. So we're still far away, but guess we're getting closer each day. Yeah, I think Sano is not in the wrong chat, probably. That's why he's not responding. But yeah, I'll end the stream here. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, subscribe and follow for more. If you have any questions about anything that happened in this episode, you can ask them in the YouTube comments. Other than that, I'll be streaming tomorrow, roughly the same time. So I hope I'll see you there.